In 2019, WeWork was valued at $47 billion. 2 years later, it was worth almost nothing. This is the story of how one of the most hyped startups in the world crashed harder than almost any company in modern history. To understand WeWork's collapse, we need to start with what the company actually was. On the surface, WeWork rented office space. But that's not how they describe themselves. To investors, WeWork called itself a movement, a technology company, even a community revolution, and for a while, people believed it. WeWork began in 2010, founded by Adam Neumann and Miguel McKelvey. Both men came from atypical backgrounds. Adam grew up on a kibbutz in Israel and later moved to New York with big dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. Miguel grew up in a communal environment and believed in alternative ways of living and working. Together, they believed traditional offices were outdated. Startups wanted flexibility, shared energy, and a sense of belonging. The idea was simple. WeWork would lease large office spaces, redesign them into trendy co-working hubs, and rent out desks to freelancers and small companies. It wasn't groundbreaking on a technical level, but the timing was perfect. Startups were booming, freelance work was exploding, and young workers wanted workplaces that felt more like social hubs than corporate cubes. The first WeWork location opened in New York, and it was an instant hit. People loved the idea of working around other ambitious people. Investors loved the idea of a new billion-dollar industry. From 2010 to 2014, WeWork expanded at a pace almost no company had ever achieved. Locations popped up across the United States, then across the world. The company marketed itself not as a landlord, but as the future of work. Their pitch was simple. This wasn't office space. This was a new way of life. And the person selling that dream was Adam Neumann. Adam became the face of WeWork. He wasn't a traditional CEO. He walked around barefoot. He held tequila-fueled office parties. He spoke in grand, almost spiritual language about elevating the world's consciousness. People either thought he was a visionary leader or completely delusional. But one thing was certain, Adam could sell anything to anyone. And then came the money. In 2016, Masayoshi Son, the CEO of SoftBank, invested billions of dollars into WeWork. Son believed Adam was the next Steve Jobs. He told Adam to think bigger, much bigger, and Adam listened. WeWork began launching new ventures that had almost nothing to do with co-working. WeLive, which were communal apartments. WeGrow, which was a private school, even a surfing retreat. Investors didn't question it. WeWork was growing fast, and the hype was intoxicating. By 2019, WeWork had become one of the most valuable startups in America. Its valuation hit $47 billion. Adam Neumann was flying on private jets, buying mansions, and telling employees they would one day become billionaires. Some people called WeWork a cult, others called Adam a prophet. But behind the neon lights and motivational slogans, there was one enormous problem. The business didn't work. WeWork lost money on almost every location it opened. The company spent millions designing and renovating spaces, but their customers rented desks on monthly terms. Revenue came in slowly, costs exploded instantly, and then came the moment that exposed everything. In August 2019, WeWork filed to go public. This meant the company had to reveal its financial statements, and the numbers shocked everyone. The filing showed billions of dollars in yearly losses, huge lease obligations, strange conflicts of interest, and a CEO who seemed to treat the company like his personal piggy bank. Adam had trademarked the word "we" and sold it to the company for nearly $6 million. The reaction was immediate. The media tore the company apart. Investors pulled their support. The IPO collapsed before it ever reached the market. Within weeks, WeWork's valuation fell from $47 billion to almost nothing. Adam Neumann was removed as CEO and walked away with hundreds of millions of dollars. Employees were not so lucky. Thousands lost their jobs. Entire offices shut down. So what can we learn from WeWork's collapse? Lesson 1. Vision is powerful, but math wins. Lesson 2. Growth is not success. Lesson 3. Charismatic leadership can take a company far, but reckless leadership destroys it. Lesson 4. If a company claims it's changing the world, but it's really just renting desks, ask more questions. Today, WeWork still exists, but only as a shadow of its former self. A company once valued at $47 billion was ultimately forced to admit the truth. It wasn't a revolution, it wasn't a movement. It was an expensive office rental company with an incredible story and an even more incredible downfall.